All right, so to help us tell that story, I've asked the co-formulators, my wife and nutrition expert Isabelle Daikeler, and superfood hunter Darin Olien to join us. So you guys go make a shake and you guys come on in and let's talk about this. All right, welcome to the Super Saturday video in the Beachbody On Demand studios. Awesome. Okay, now first, what makes Shakeology different than a normal protein shake that people would expect to be so much less expensive and different?
Well, I feel like Shakeology is much more than protein and carbs. That's easy to get. It's not a big deal. But we do have a great ratio of protein and carbs. But what makes us different, and the goal behind Shakeology, was always what we called, almost as a subtitle, the missing links. So the things that are super challenging to get in your diet, the things that you may not want to eat because they don't taste good, the things that are challenging to get that supermarket, the health food stores may not have for you, or you just don't know about it. So those missing links were really the goal, the keys that we wanted to have in our blend. So we're talking about premium protein to build your strong, lean muscles. We're talking about antioxidant superfoods, fighting free radical damages. We're talking about adaptogen mushrooms that are great to help you deal with stress in life. We're talking about phytonutrients in super green, which again are so important to help you be strong and healthy. And of course, we're talking about prebiotic, probiotic, digestive enzymes, and fiber, which are crucial for digestion, keep you regular, help you with your overall immune system balance. So all these elements were really what we were after, because that's what's so hard for you to get in your daily diet.
Okay, we're here also to talk about the new vegan flavors. So tell us a little bit about that, Darin. What went into the creation of these vegan flavors?
A lot of hard work and a lot of fighting with normal flavor companies. And so we were able to get a natural process in our standards, with our quality assurance, with our R&D, to make sure that none of those nasty chemicals are normally used in flavor companies. That it's really easy to flavor something, but it's really more difficult to flavor something healthy.
Now, it's not just about new flavors though. We're actually upgrading Shakeology a little bit, or it's evolving a little bit with two new superfoods. So what have you discovered, Darin?
Oh man, well, one that it's amazing mushroom called chaga mushroom. Been used for centuries in many different places around the world. And 3 years ago, it wasn't possible because the supply chain wasn't there. And because of our volumes and our ability, we were able to finally figure out a way to get this diamond of the forest, this grandfather of mushrooms in our formula.
Again, antioxidants are crucial to fight free radicals created by stress in your life, mental stress, emotional stress, stress from working out hard, stress from stuff happening at work. So we are dealing with that constantly. So these elements in our shake are really, really important.
So the other one is matcha. What's that one?
So matcha is a higher version of green tea. It's a more delicate process, and it's also a lot more concentrated by its nature. So you're getting other vitamins and minerals, and also a ton of another form of antioxidant, and chlorophyll, which has a bunch of cleansing properties as well. So we've added these two things have been used literally for thousands and thousands of years, and we figured out a way to do it well and to get it in the potency form that we need it in Shakeology.
I think people don't have an idea of just how much rigor it takes to get a product of this quality to the customer. I mean, normal protein shakes, you put a bunch of stuff in a blender, you grind it up and a powder comes out, and you get protein and some carbs. And Shakeology is so much more complex and requires incredible vigilance to deliver the quality that the customer is expecting. How do we do it?
Well, first off, most companies are grabbing from brokers, so they don't even know where their ingredients are from. So we show up. We show up in those countries of origin, we meet with the farmers, we test the soil, we go through a process of processing so the integrity's there, we test again to make sure things aren't in there that we don't want in there, and also what are in there at the active levels. And then that goes through that testing, then it's sent off to the United States, it gets quarantined, it gets tested over and over again, and only when it passes that, it moves to the next process, and then ultimately it gets very carefully alchemically blended together, and then magically, from the journey of all over the world, literally, it shows up in a beautiful bag on someone's doorstep.
We also knew that it's important that it's delicious, because if it's not delicious, you will not have your daily dose of dense nutrition. So making all these really potent, really strong flavored ingredients delicious is a heck of a job.
Well, it's funny because the original ask was I didn't expect it to taste that great. I was like, you know what, once a day, if I can't eat vegetables, I'm gonna just choke something down. And then you guys said, hey, you know what, we can actually, in a natural way, in a way that enhances the health of the shake, we can actually make it taste good. And it's constantly evolving, right? Why is the shake constantly evolving? Like, why isn't it just, here's the formula, now do that for the rest of time?
Well, I think the processing is constantly evolving. I think understanding that our quality is important. And when we find something like matcha or chaga, something really, really important, we make sure that we can put it in there, because evolution of our needs and of what we're finding botanically is very important to be able to continue to evolve and not just have a static formula.
I wanted to say something because our tongue, our taste buds are now messed up. They're confused. They don't know what healthy good is because we are so acquainted with unhealthy good. And so sometimes we look for that taste, that thing that we feel satiates us, but really we're misguided. Our own taste buds, our own body are confused. So sometimes it takes time to appreciate that the Shakeology will actually over time helps that to realign itself so that eventually you can trust your own guiding system to go after what's good for you, as opposed to constantly thinking that's what's good for you is not good for you. Well, you get to like green.
Well, this is an important point for our coaches to remember. Actually, you know, I have found that I can work vegetables back into my diet because of Shakeology helping me retrain my body as to what it actually wants. That's what's so special about Shakeology, which means it's not going to be for people who are looking for the cheapest alternative. It's the shake for people who want that one thing in their life that is going to feed their body the nutrition without rounding the corners that it's so starving for.
Yeah.
Thank you, Isabelle. Thank you, Darin. And also, thanks to our R&D and our ops team. I mean, the vigilance that you all have to maintain the integrity and the quality of Shakeology and, frankly, separate it from the rest of the shake market is quite spectacular. So thanks for making us a great shake that we can drink every day.